to another segment of Panther Profiles. I'm David Sokolowski, here with Ashley Starcevich from our PNC softball team. How are you today, Ashley?
Good, thanks for having me.
Why are you at PNC?
Basically, it started with softball. I had a coach here that used to play a few years ago, and she introduced me to the school. She told me to come visit, so I came and took a look and met with the coach, and after meeting all the people here, I just knew that this was going to be a good place for me to not only play, but get a great education.
So it was kind of meant to be.
Definitely.
It was just one of those things.
Yeah, I just loved it.
And you chose to play softball here. What year are you?
I'm a junior.
And you are from where?
Lowell, Indiana.
Oh, okay. So down by Valpo, that area?
Mm-hmm.
What are you majoring in?
My major is biology with a concentration pre-med, so hopefully someday I'll be a doctor.
What kind of doctor do you want to be?
I think a pediatrician, but
A
no
good doctor
promises.
though, right?
Yeah, definitely. Let's start with that.
Definitely a good doctor. And coming here, choosing that kind of concentration, at what point did you realize you wanted to play college softball?
That was kind of given with the school. At first I was up in the air in high school. I was like, oh, well, do I want to try to play? Do I want to just focus on school? But like I said, after coming here, I was like, okay, this is something I want to do. I want to be a college athlete just to get the experience of it. Definitely.
Absolutely. Athletes talk all the time about balancing that workload between school and athletics. You have your athletes who are all about playing the game and who kind of, sleep in on classes occasionally, but you're not one of those. You're a pretty diligent student and you get good grades, and how do you balance it? What's the trick?
I think it just comes down to being focused. I have known that I wanted to go in the medical field for a while, so I was prepared for the school part. Getting involved with extracurricular stuff definitely has its challenges, but I think it only is making me a better rounded person. I think that having to balance all this stuff is definitely going to help me with the rest of the problems I encountered throughout my life.
And I mean, do you have any downtime with that? I mean,
sometimes.
Some people say there is, some people say there isn't. I mean, it depends on the course load, obviously, and it depends on if you have homework or not, whether you get to go home and watch Netflix or not.
Well, I pretty much live at school right now, especially coming up to spring season. We practice early in the morning and I don't get home and done with homework till late at night, so I don't have a lot of downtime right now. My favorite thing to do probably right now is just cook dinner. I like to just relax. I like to cook. I'm not very good, but I think it's fun just to experiment and
Well, cooking's
do
good.
Do that.
Are you a good
at
cook?
the end of the day. To my roommates, yes, because they can't cook. But
Well, of course
overall,
they're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
What other hobbies do you have other than cooking? I mean, like summertime, what do you like to do when you actually do have free time in your life?
I like to shop, which is not good. I don't have enough money to shop, but
Typical girl.
I do like to shop, yeah. I like to go and browse. My boyfriend doesn't like browsing with me, but I do like to do that.
So shopping. So you like shoes or clothes or what?
Shoes.
What's your thing? Shoes?
Absolutely, hands down. I have probably 200 pairs of shoes. Just here. There's more at home too. So.
Very nice. So let's see, when you're not cooking, you're not shopping, and you're not working your life away, you're actually pretty involved here in the college. And that probably goes along, I mean, I'm sure you consider that with your workload here. It's all kind of one big mixed bag. But what got you with your level of involvement is second to none, according to a lot of people around here. Amanda, Shane, the people who work here in the departments that you work with. You're also a member of Dean's Leadership Group, which is a big deal. How did you get involved with all this, and why?
I kind of was just browsing around for stuff that the campus offered at first because I was like, oh, I'm going to want to make new friends. I came here knowing one person from my high school, so I definitely wanted to branch out and meet as many people and make as many connections as I could. So I got involved with Dean's Leadership Group, and that definitely has done wonders for me so far. I've met so many people and got so many opportunities just from being involved with that. It also has been a great resume builder, so it's definitely hard to balance everything, but worth it in the end. So I'm glad that I do all the stuff that I do.
Absolutely, and through DLG, one thing a lot of people probably don't know is something that I've seen you do personally is broadcast basketball games and volleyball games, and you've done awesome with it for the last couple of years. I mean, how do you like that?
That's something that I never saw myself doing, actually. When I was a freshman, we actually started the broadcasting group, so one day one of my friends was like, hey, do you want to help me with my project? I want to start broadcasting
And of
basketball
course
and
you were
volleyball
like,
games.
yes.
And I was like, sure, yeah. I played volleyball and basketball in high school, so I knew the rules, but that was about it. I had never had any kind of sports broadcasting experience before, but it's definitely taught me a lot. It's made me a better, like, professional speaker, I think, knowing that you have someone listening to your every word.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's helped me a lot with that. And
Well, it's very
it's
cool
fun.
because you know, you're not even a communication major. You're not even going to go into
Not
the
even close to
broadcasting
it.
field. Yeah, you're nowhere near it. But yet you're going to have that awesome experience and those memories, and you know, you get to turn back someday and be like, oh yeah, I used to broadcast college sports.
It's really cool, yeah. Like I said, a really cool experience, and it's fun because I'm friends with most of the players. So it's like, oh, I was talking about you last night. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Oh yeah. And you know, kind of going back, you know, through sports, but you're getting back to your softball career a little bit. You know, I'm sure you know Alex May,
Hmm.
our baseball player. He's,
Who doesn't know him?
Alex, right? I had the opportunity last week for Panther Profiles to sit down with Alex and get a great interview. He was, you know, he's hysterical. Everybody knows that. I asked him what his favorite thing was about the team here, and he said they're kind of like a big 40-man family. He said that they just are, and for the better and the worse with that too. And what is it about the softball team? You know, what's that thing that you can say that probably every girl appreciates about the team that you're on right now?
I think it's really cool just to be involved. Like, we're all connected together. We play together, whether everyone gets along or not. Every team has that. So it's not about being best friends with everyone on your team. It's about playing together on the field and learning to work as a team. It's been really rewarding we had a lot of new girls come in this year, and just watching everyone grow together and become friends, and we hang out, have team dinners, all that kind of good stuff.
Team bonding.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's really fun. I really like it.
Well, that's good. I mean, you know, having that team chemistry is very important. You know, not only for terms of getting along, like you said, and we all know how every team's got their bad days and their good days, but you know, even, you know, for winning and losing, you know, like a team with good chemistry, it makes a difference. Really, it does. And I know some of the best teams that I've been on for baseball and football and various sports that I've played. Those teams that I could say I had brothers on, you know, we won a lot of games together, and I am really thankful to have had all those guys.
I definitely agree with that. Some of my best friends that they live with me now are softball players, so I wouldn't trade any of them for the world. I definitely love my team.
That's awesome. And you know, you're a junior now, so you're going into your third season playing softball.
Mm-hmm.
So in your 2 years, well, we'll say 2.5 since the season's it's almost here, spring and warm weather and baseball and softball. What is probably your number one favorite memory you've got so far from softball? I mean, is it spring training? Is it something funny that happened to one of the coaches? I mean,
My favorite memory so far, I think, was my freshman year. We took a trip to Iowa, and it was in the beginning of March, just colder than you would believe. No one wanted to play.
yeah.
So we had to take a bus out there, and it's about a 5-hour drive. And I remember we were all just exhausted from the weekend. We had played in the cold. We played like 5 games. We were so tired. We were on the bus ride home, and all of a sudden one of the players just started playing their music out loud on their phone. So it was Pitch Perfect. That's about that time Pitch Perfect came out. So
I can picture what that
the
happens
whole
here.
entire team just starts singing Pitch Perfect, and probably for an hour and a half we just sang on the whole bus ride home. So that
That's
was
awesome.
one of the moments that stand out to me. It was
One of those things
really
you wish
fun.
you could have just gotten on
It
video
was
so you could say it
hilarious,
forever.
yeah.
Those things turn into kind of team rituals. I mean,
It-
I've been part of, like, you know, team trips, and every year it turns into we play a game on the bus, or, you know, we sing a song or something, and it just gets hysterical. And it's sometimes it's those things you wish you had the video to see it, and then the other times it's kind of like, we don't need to let this leave the bus. And
Yeah,
I'm sure you have those moments too.
Sometimes it's not even about what happens on the field. It's what's going on the way to the field or on the way home from the field.
Oh yeah.
It's always an adventure.
Yeah, the game is definitely, you know, it's played on the field, but it's fun in a lot of other ways too.
Really.
So, you know, kind of just one big thing I want to ask you that I kind of get a chance to ask it to every athlete that I interview is, not only as an athlete and not only as a student, kind of, you know, a little bit of both. If there was one thing you could see added to your PNC experience, you know, one thing that maybe the school could bring in or look to add in the future, what would it be?
I think that the biggest thing that PNC is lacking is student involvement, and not necessarily from the school's end. I think it's hard to get people to come out to different events and stuff like that because we are a commuter campus, but I think we're definitely moving in the right direction. Just with all the activities that we have, with Purdue Pride Week, all the fun stuff that's planned throughout the year, it's slowly but surely bringing more people out, and I think that that definitely will make PNC even better than it already is for us right now. So it'd be nice to have everyone on the same page and everyone come to all the events.
Absolutely, and of course the unification going on is going to help with that. For sure, us combining with Calumet, that's a big deal. And
Definitely.
yeah, it would be nicer to see more students come out to athletic events or come out to Pride Week events and concerts that we have here on campus. It's Fan Prance and Amanda, they put things on for us and they work hard to do it. And there's a very exclusive group of students right now that seems to appreciate that. And then meanwhile, the rest are either unaware or unwilling to be involved, and that's unfortunate. So. Well, Ashley, thank you for sitting down with us, and I got to say, it's awesome to sit down with a student athlete of your caliber, and not only are you a success on the softball field, but in the classroom as well. Your coaches speak very highly of you. I know, your supervisors, Amanda, Shane, they love the way that you work in the office, and you've been awesome in everything that you've done here so far, and I hope that these next 2 years can go well for you.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's awesome sitting down with you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Panther Profiles. Tune in next week as we'll have Cortez Ross